Hello, my yoga family and friends. Welcome to your sweet supine deep stretch practice. My name is Maud, and the title of that class just gives me the sugar high because it is going to be a sweet supine deep stretch practice. And so, supine means we're going to be on our backs the whole time. And so if you have any props, like you can see here, I have my strap, my blocks, my blanket, my pillow. Just make sure that they are close to you. That way, if you decide to use them or if you decide to need them, then you can just go ahead and grab them. Since we're not moving much, just make sure they're on top of you or kind of close to you. So since I'm lying down on this side, I'm actually going to shift all my stuff over here so I can reach out to them. And then we're going to start our class here on our backs, like I said. If you decide to want to use a pillow and put it underneath your head, you can do so. I'm going to start here pretty flat with your legs bent. Feet are going to be a little bit wider than hip width apart. Open up your arms to the side and just swing your hips left and right just a little bit, maybe just a couple of inches. You already start to feel the opening of your chest. You start to feel some loosening up in the lower back. And then the movements start to get bigger and bigger, left and right with the knees. Gluing your shoulder blades down for now, but we will definitely be moving them later on. And as the movements start to get bigger and bigger, you also want to slide your feet a little wider apart from each other, so maybe as wide as your mat. And then you start to get these big windshield wiper movements going. Now the movements start to get slower. Not really paying attention to the timing of the breath or anything like that. Just paying attention to how this feels in your body. One more time on each side for your windshield wipers. And then slowly come back to center. And then heel toe your feet in, wider than hip width apart, just a little bit, but not as wide as your mat. And then glue your lower back down towards the mat. So you feel some action here in your abdominals. Glue your shoulder blades down. And as you inhale, slowly lift up the hips by squeezing the glutes. Point your tailbone towards the back of the knees. And then exhale, you lower it down. Next time you inhale, you bring the knees towards the chest. And then exhale, place your feet down. Inhale, push your lower spine down first before you squeeze the glutes. Lengthening the lower back towards the back of the knees. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, send the knees towards the chest. And then exhale, place your feet down. This is a dynamic deep stretch. Lower the spine down. Squeeze the glutes, lift the hips up. And then exhale, lower, lower, lower. This time when you send the knees towards the chest, squeeze them in with your hands. And then exhale, slowly release. Next time you lift your hips up, we're going to lengthen your arms overhead. Inhale. If your blocks are there, just make peace with it. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, knees towards the chest. And then hands on those knees. Exhale, slowly release. One more time. Inhale. Hips up. Arms to the back. Exhale, slowly lower. Hands at the knees. Inhale, compress it. And just stay right here. Lower the spine down. And then start to take rocks left and right. Beautiful. Plant the feet down. Place your right ankle on top of your left thigh for a figure 4 stretch. You can keep your hands on the belly here or open. It's totally up to you. We're going to revisit sort of the same dynamic. So inhale, squeeze this left glute to lift the hips up, but this time you're on a figure 4. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, send the left knee in towards the chest. Hands are free. They're not doing or helping anything. Exhale, left foot down. Inhale, squeeze to lift. Exhale, breathe out, lower. Inhale, send the left knee in. And then exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, squeeze the glutes. Lengthen the spine first before you lift up. Nice job. Exhale, lower. This time, left knee in. You know what to do, I think. Hands reach out, either behind the hamstrings or the shins. And then exhale, slowly lower. Hands can be wherever they are. Inhale, squeeze to open. Exhale, lower. Send the knee in towards the chest. Have a little bit of squeeze. Stay here. Take your time. Take a few more breaths, finding that nice figure 4 stretch. If you've never taken a dynamic deep stretch class, it just means that we're going to have a little bit of movement in between the deep stretch experience. Inhale here. And then slowly release the hands. Keep your left foot down. Lengthen your right leg up towards the ceiling. You can interlace your fingers behind the right hamstrings, or you can grab your strap, placing the strap around the ball mount of the foot. Whatever works for you. We're just going to have a nice back of the leg stretch right here. Up to you. Again, you can interlace your fingers behind the legs or use a belt or a strap. If you're using a belt or a strap, grab on each side of the strap and then let your elbows hang low. That way you're not reaching out and fighting to reach towards that foot. You can just sort of chillax here. Wherever your hands are, slowly turn your right foot out to the side, 45 degrees, externally rotating that hip. And then let's go the other way. It's internally rotated. Whew. One more time. Open out and turn out the leg. And then we're going to turn it in. Slowly come back to center. You can get rid of the strap if you did use a strap or a belt. Hands behind the right knee. And then slowly nudge the right knee towards your armpit. Let the sole of the right foot smile towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale. Find that figure 4 stretch once again. Feeling that right knee travel away from your chest. And this time we're just going to do 2 rounds. We're going to do it a little bit different this time. Revisiting how we did it in the past. And then inhale, squeeze to lift. This time lift your arms up like we did. And then exhale, slowly come down. Inhale, grab in the shins or the hamstrings. And then exhale, slowly lower. One more time, the arms are now along for the ride for this one. Right knee away from the chest. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, left knee to the chest. Right knee away from you. And then exhale, slowly lower. Place the right foot down. Wiggle the hips, wiggle the shoulders. And then let's find our figure 4 on the other side. Left ankle on top of the right thigh. Hands are free. Hands don't do anything on this round. Left knee is already away from the chest. Push your spine down. And then inhale, squeeze the glutes to open up that hip. Up, 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 up towards the ceiling. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, right knee to the chest. Ooh-wee. I feel it more here on this side. Exhale, right foot down. If you're new to my classes, just know I kind of make those sounds sometimes because it just feels good. Sometimes it's good to just release that way, audibly. Exhale, lower. Inhale, right knee to the chest. Exhale, calm down. Inhale, squeeze to lift. Slow as you go. Think of being fluid. Exhale down. This time, right knee to the chest. Hands can be on the hamstrings or the shins. Little short intermission here. Exhale, right foot down. Inhale, lift up. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Exhale, lower. Inhale, right knee to the chest. We're going to linger a little bit more this time. I believe we stayed here for 2 more breaths, guiding that left thigh and left knee away from you. Feel this outside the hip, the glute. After your next exhale, slowly release. Right foot remains down. Lengthen your left leg up. Again, you can use a belt or you can just interlace your fingers behind the left hamstring. So for this round, I'm just going to leave my hand on the hamstring since I already demoed how it looks like with the strap. You don't have to lock that knee necessarily. Just lengthen that leg and pin your left butt cheek down. Establish equal lengths on each side of the waist. Just feel sort of equally long in your torso, both sides of the torso. Slowly turn this left leg out, externally rotating at the hip. And then turn it in. There's always a part or a side that feels weird. Turning it in on the left leg just feels a little bit weird to me. My body just doesn't like that too much, but I know I need it. Turn it in. One more time to the right. Sorry, to the left rather. And then turn it in. Come to center. If you use the strap, get rid of the strap. Hands behind the left knee. Just guide the left knee towards your left armpit. Try not to collapse the body onto the left side. Keep your left elbow down as a kickstand for that leg. Let the sole of the left foot smile towards the sky. Inhale here. And then exhale, release. Find that figure 4 once again. Lengthen the spine down. This time the arms are along for the ride. Inhale, lift up to squeeze. Lengthen the arms up. Doing the best you can. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale out, right knee to the chest. Squeezing it in with the help of your hands, hamstring or shin. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, arms lift up. Squeeze, open up that hip. Exhale, lower. Keep the figure 4. Grab on the shins or the hamstrings. Ooh, find a nice stretch here. And then slowly lower. Left foot is down. Good job. Grab one of your blocks and place the block underneath your lower back. Maybe on its flattest side. So we're in a supported bridge right now. You can just let the feet hang. You don't have to overthink anything. Open up the arms or hands on the belly. Just breathing right here. The front of the body has gotten plenty of opening, so kind of just let it rest here, but still feeling the sensation of being exposed on the front body. This is a very vulnerable state, a very vulnerable shape. It's like we're telling the world, hey, you can do whatever you want with me, I'm open, right? So there's a bit of emotional, subconscious emotional association with that. Or we can just be relaxed and we can just call it what it is, which is laying on our backs, right? No need to overthink or overfeel everything. Breathing in, breathing out. All right, keep the supported bridge. We'll let the lower body rest for a little bit. Interlace your fingers and then open up the palms towards the ceiling. Make sure that the hands and the wrists are right above the shoulders. Okay, notice how everything in your shoulders is flat right now on the floor, right? On your next inhale, round up your upper back so you're trying to protract or broaden your shoulder blades away from the spine. And then exhale, slowly lower everything. It's a teeny tiny movement. Inhale, round it out, like you want to push up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, slowly lower. One more time, just like that. Inhale, protract it. And as you exhale, slowly lengthen the arms behind you. You can land on props like I am or all the way back, totally up to you. And then slowly come back to center, stretching up towards the sky. Now release the hands. And we're going to keep the fingers interlaced, but the wrists are going to touch each other, and so are the palms. And take some nice wrist circles right here. You could be doing this in bed and be totally fine. We're not going anywhere. Make these circles or figure eights with your hands, and then reverse the grip so a different thumb is in front. It does feel a little bit weird, yeah? That awkward grip. Make your figure eights, make your circles. All right. Lift your left arm out to the sky like Iron Man, so your left palm is facing the sky. Using the fingers of your right hand, pull the fingers towards your forearm and feel the stretch. Ooh, I love this. This just reminds me how much time I spend in the computer or maybe my devices. Let's go the other way. Fingers point down. Use the palm of the right hand to lengthen the back of that wrist. Oof. And then shake it off. Iron Man hands with the right hand. There's just no better way to reference it, right? I'm also a big Marvel's Avengers fan, and so it's just let's call it what it is. Iron Man hands. Using the fingers of the left hand, stretch the fingers of the right, including the thumbs, even though it's just hanging out there, like stretch it out and move it. These thumbs are plenty busy every time we are on our mobile devices, so they do need some attention. And they basically distinguish us from a lot of other species, right? Opposable thumbs. We take those for granted. All right, fingers down, palm of the left hand. Push it down, lengthen the back of the wrist. Breathing in and out, no big deal. And then slowly shake the arms, shake the wrist. Squeeze your booty to lift your hips up. Remove the block away from you. You can place them behind you, beside you, wherever it's close. And then keeping your left foot down, squeeze your right knee towards the chest. And as you squeeze the right knee towards the chest, try to feel like your right side, your right waist, hasn't really shortened. So keeping the length there, which means you point your tailbone towards the wall in front of you. And you feel space equally on both sides of the torso. Inhale right here. Exhale. Move the right knee towards your armpits. Now, the challenge is what happens if you let your left butt cheek down, which means you don't collapse on that right side. You may feel this in the groin. Inhale. Exhale, back to center towards your chest. This time, lengthen your left leg, keeping that left leg active, meaning the toes are pulled towards the sky, spreading the toes of the left foot. Inhale right here. Exhale. Last breath, inhale. And then exhale. Right foot is down. This time left knee towards you, towards your chest. Find that nice compression right at that hip joint, that hip and socket, that ball and socket rather. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. We started opening up the hip, right? Now we're doing the exact opposite. We're compressing it, flexing it. And slowly slide the left knee towards your armpit, your left armpit. Perhaps activate that right glute a little bit so you don't collapse to the left side. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Send the knee back towards your chest. Lengthen the right leg. And all you're doing is waking up that right leg. Pull the toes towards you, meaning the sole of the right foot is really sort of opening up towards the wall in front of you. Super active right leg. Same thing here. Try not to shorten on the left side, guys. Keep length equally on the torso. And even if it's not achievable physically, make it achievable energy wise. Or you can just feel like the lines of energy you have from your armpit to your hip are the same length. And maybe that's just what works for you. Inhale here. And then exhale. Lengthen the left leg along the right leg. And just point and flex your toes. Just point and flex, point, flex. You'll notice the body also shift and rock forward and back. Nice job. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. All right, bend the legs, please. Now we're going to do some shoulder stuff once again. So grab elbow to elbow in front of you. So right hand grabs the left elbow, left hand grabs the right elbow. And then lengthen the left arm across the chest towards the right side. Make sure that both feet are down and the knees are pointing towards the sky. Feel the stretch in the left side of the chest and also outside the deltoid. Inhale to center. Exhale, lengthen the right arm towards the left side. Deep breaths in and out. Inhale, center. As you exhale and send the left foot towards the right side, send your knees towards the left side. Going opposite direction in this twist. Inhale, everything comes back to center, arms and knees. And then right arm crosses the left side, knees go to the right side. So the right arm crosses the chest. Maybe that arm is right underneath your chin or towards your chest, but the knees are going the opposite direction. One more time on each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, knees left, arms right. That left arm is long. One more time. Inhale, center. And exhale, knees right, arms left. And back to center. Walk your feet in closer to your booty. Shake the arms out. Release the arms. Palms down on towards your mat. And the next time you inhale, you squeeze your glutes. Lift the hips up into a full bridge pose. And then you can interlace your fingers underneath. You can also do this by grabbing one of your blocks and placing the blocks underneath your sacrum. Even though the hips are hovered, but it's kind of underneath your lower back, and you can grab that block again with your hands. I choose to keep my fingers interlaced right here, squeezing shoulder blades towards each other. Not a huge squeeze, but just enough to feel some sensation here. Enjoy your full glute bridge. And then exhale, slowly lower. Release the hands. Right leg is long, left knee towards the chest, revisiting this nice compression here before we do our twists. Inhale, squeeze it up. Left knee towards the chest. And then exhale, send that left knee towards the right. For a nice one-legged twist, pin your left shoulder blade down. And you can turn your head towards your left arm if that feels good to you. Inhale, center. And then lengthen the left leg. We'll do the same on the other side. Send the right knee in towards the chest. Give it a nice little squeeze. Inhale. And then exhale. Send the right knee to the left. You can open up the right arm to the right, making sure that that right shoulder blade is down. And you may not go far. I'm not quite ready to go far with my knee down towards the mat. I feel like my back body is just very tight today. and just be fine with it. Inhale and then exhale. Slowly release from the twist. Send both knees towards the chest. Curl up into a ball. Give yourself a nice big hug, nice big squeeze. Inhale right here. And as you exhale, slowly release into your Shavasana or final resting pose. Ideally, nothing touching your feet or your hands so that you can just lay right here. We're going to end the class in a little bit a different way since we did a supine practice the whole time, which means our backs were down on the mat the whole time. You can take as long a Shavasana as you want. In fact, you can hit the pause button or just end class because if you just want to spend time the rest of the class lying down, please do so. Otherwise, you can do this with me where I'll be spending my few more breaths here in my Shavasana and I will call it a day. All right? Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Deep breath in. Through the mouth. Exhale. One last time. Inhale. And exhale it out. Send your hands to heart center with a hint of a smile. Thank you so much, you guys, for sharing your practice with me. Like I said, stay as long as you want, or let's just call this the end of class. Thank you so much. Namaste from my heart to yours. Till next time, goodbye and take care. Peace out.